Hello, my lovely viewers, and welcome. I am Kira, a romantic ace, and tonight, by popular decision on Twitter, we are starting book 2 of the Royal Romance. So we're continuing the story that we've been playing thus far. Um, if you have not joined me before, welcome. I drink and I cuss. If you want to play the drinking game along with me, the rules are right here under the player on twitch.tv/aromanticace for those of you who are watching the VOD. I myself do have an inebriating beverage of which I'll be partaking this evening, and I'm very sad that I've just realized I'm out of straws. So, yeah, that's a convenience thing for me, but it's still kind of nice to have while I'm streaming so it doesn't get in the way of the microphone. But um also, if you have not joined us before, or if it's been a while, we are a New York City waitress who has been uh, trafficked. We were essentially kidnapped um, and hauled off to the random Western European country, fictional Western European country of Cordonia, to court their crown prince Shamar, who went from being, crown prince in line for the throne to being future king in the blink of an eye when his father decided to up and abdicate in the middle of the social season. In order to avoid this being a celebrity politician situation, I have decided we are, at the very least, a student of international law. That was what we went to college for, because we need to have some qualifications, because this is actually a monarchy with power, where you are making decisions like when to go to war or when to, place tariffs or things like that. So we have survived, let's see, we survived a derby, we've survived a couple of balls, we've survived a fox hunt that had nothing to do with foxes or hunting, and some ice skating, various rich people's social season-y type things. And we got all the way to the end. We got all the way to the coronation ball, and tragedy struck. So earlier, at the royals' country estate, there was apparently a bit of a mix-up with the rooms. One of the prince's friends, Tariq, thought that our room was his and that we were disrobing in our room just for him, and that this was going to be the start of our, whirlwind romance, and did not understand every signal that we were giving him that said, no, that's not what this is. Now, ostensibly, this was used to develop the personality of Drake, our third wheel, but it turns out this came back to bite us in the final chapter when someone started sending notes trying to get all of the women who were in contention for Shamar's hand, the top 3 of us, out of the way, except for one. One says she did not receive a note. So we received a note. Olivia received a note saying that that her family were actually traitors to the crown, and that if she didn't want that information made public, then she needed to bow out of contention. But the one who did not is Madeline, who is Shamar's half-brother's ex-fiance. God, that's complicated, and she's now trying to marry him. That's not creepy. I wonder if she had something to do with this. Gee, let's find out. So, with that, we are going to restart this book. You can see I've played through parts of it before, so I know a little bit of what comes, but only to that part. Yes, I went to reset the book to chapter 1. Ha ha ha. All right. So, chapter 1 begins with, in the wake of your scandal, will you be able to get your happily ever after? I don't know. It's only chapter 1. I think we got a ways to go, so let's find out. All right, so it says it looks like you've already played the Royal Romance Book 1. We've saved your choices and can carry them over to Book 2. Would you like to play Book 2 with these saved choices? Well, it only makes sense. So yes, we want you to remember my choices and use all the same names. So our choices are saved. They will now carry over to Book 2. Would you like to change your face? We can say yes, I'd like to choose a new face, or no, I'll continue with my current face. We'll continue with our current face so we don't freak anybody out. And we're gonna keep the rename everyone Hannah. No matter what, we end up with Hannah. And we'll keep the same hair too. We're not gonna go for a different hairstyle, but you do have some new ones in this game that are kind of cool. Some of them are just new colors. Many of them you have to pay for. None of them are worth it, at least in my opinion. But, you know, then again, I'm not trying to replicate a specific style, really. Still a really nice variety, even in the free choices, which I do like. Are you gonna go? There we go. Keep moving. A lot of these just don't flatter her face. Like, that one flatters this model's face nicely, but a lot of these just really don't go with this particular, with the white model's face. Just, eh. That one kind of does. But yeah, this is the one that we chose before, so we're gonna go with that. There hasn't been that much time that's passed that we would have time to get a different face or hair. So we are putting you in a default outfit for now, but you'll be able to change to a different outfit later. Okay, cool. So, yep. What do you think? We like it. Perfect. Let's go. Let's get to the story already. Last but not least, is this your prince? Yeah, they ask you if you want to, like, save your choices, but then they ask you all of these questions, and I'm like, yes, this is Prince Shamar. Stop it. Judge me. Great, you're all set. All right. I don't know what you're talking about. I change my face weekly. I don't. I'm not that committed, unfortunately. Previously on The Royal Romance. I can't do that fancy announcer voice, I'm sorry. I can't believe the coronation ball is tonight, says Maxwell, our sponsor. At least the younger of the two sponsors. His older brother Bertrand says, I can. Everything we've worked for this season has led up to this moment. Oh, okay. Sure. No pressure. Drake, our third wheel. Wait, did we? Oh, this was all the way back. This was all the damn way back at the country estate after he quote-unquote saved us from Tariq. I mean, he did punch him and take him to the ground, so there's that. Hey, Roth, I know I don't act very grateful for anything most of the time, but I do care about you. Yeah. Yeah, no, Bertrand's not Maxwell's dad. He's his older brother. That's why I'm still sitting here like, apparently something happened to their mom, but we haven't heard a damn thing about the dad, and now I'm kind of confused. Like, why have we not? Most of the time, you act like you hate me, Drake, Manthrax, Walker. I think his last name was Walker. Yeah, you with your toxic damn masculinity over here, sir. Ugh. It's not personal, it's just easier that way. I can't have feelings. Feelings are not for men. Menfolk have no feelings, except anger and jealousy. The truth is that my best friend is head over heels for you, which is why you should just stop talking, Drake. More importantly, we're not into you. So it really doesn't matter how I feel, because that's where it has to end. I feel like he said that somewhere else, but okay. I didn't want to say it like this, so this is Hannah, our BFF, and our top female love interest. I think the other one is supposed to be Olivia, but bleh. Alright, so Hannah says, I didn't want to say it like this, but tonight is my last night. My parents are withdrawing me from court. See, now I'm starting to wonder if they really are, because of those notes. What? Hey, at least we carried over our dress, that's cool. It's unlikely I'll win the prince's hand. And I stood up to my mother. Yeah, we got her to backsass her mom, which was great. So they're sending for me immediately. I leave at dawn. Yeah, far too many notes for my taste. Yep. And most of them about Kira. I'm sorry. Don't be. You've done more than you know, Kira. Oh no. See, because what I did was some kissing. here at the end of that exchange, and my tissues are all the way over on the other side of the room. I think we'll be okay. We're gonna be okay. All right. Most of my life feels like a dream that I've floated through, half awake and obeying someone else's wishes. Oh my god, she's not a vampire, she's a genie. But when I'm around you, I never simply go through the motions. Every moment feels alive with possibility. I'm pretty sure she didn't actually say this. Hannah. Oh yes, and then we went to the hedge maze. Uh-huh. There was some stuff here. Kira, I wanted to tell you this now, so it's just between the two of us and not the entire court. Hannah is Layla revealed. Shh, shh. Might be her younger sister, actually. Because even if I didn't need to choose a bride tonight, I'd still be proposing. Shamar moves fast. We haven't actually had a ton of, like, personal FaceTime with him, so I guess when Shamar falls, he falls hard. Poor guy. Because I don't need any more time to decide. I already know. Alright, so we're in the ballroom. We intercepted a courier with a letter addressed to you. Yeah, remember all those notes I was talking about? Here we go. I'd have held on to it until after the coronation, but it says it's urgent. Would it have been better if we never opened it? I don't know. Urgent? You take the folded letter and open it. It says, Lady Kira, the prince will never be yours, and you will never be queen. Leave court now. Or else, I guess. Huh? So, like, I wouldn't be so much worried as just, like, almost amused, like, because unless we have any indication as to who this is that sent it, I'd be like, so? Okay. Apparently you're upset. You hear a phone buzz, then another, and another. Our first indication that the internet or Wi-Fi exists in Cordonia. One by one, people in the crowd check their devices. Does Kira even want to be queen? This is a very valid question, and why I have a problem with the fact that we're just a New York City waitress courting a prince. Because that's a big decision. That is a huge life decision. Like, people who marry into royal families, they're not just getting married. They are taking on a job alongside it. Like, anytime you marry anybody, you're taking on kind of responsibilities for what they also do for a living, just from the standpoint of, oh, because my spouse is in this profession, they're going to be gone a lot, or they're going to be working a lot of nights or working a lot of weekends or whatever. But this is like full-time running a country. This is some serious shit. I don't feel like you can make an informed decision on this without a lot of prep. So, anyway, yeah, the data plans are working overtime here. Madeline, the ex-fiance of his older brother. Oh my! Oh no! Kiara, who's going to end up working in diplomacy, I guess. She wouldn't! I just imagine Penelope's phone having like this little like poodle case, because she probably would. Those bastards, says Drake. What? No, Bertrand says it like that. Maxwell pushes his phone at Bertrand. Shock from the potential Cordonian killer, because he may or may not be a serial killer, we don't know. That night Tariq thought you walked into his room, someone got photos of it. You were set up. Yeah, because obviously this is our fault and not Tariq's. Uh-huh. It's all over the news. Hannah shows you a news story published a few minutes ago. In the leading photo, Tariq reaches out for you while you're in your underwear. The headline reads, Prince humiliated by unfaithful suitor. Clearly not Prince betrayed by one of his closest friends, because it's our fault for being A woman, I guess. I don't know. But the royal guards appear, which honestly seems like an overreaction to the news that we were caught with his friend in our underwear. What the hell? I'm so sorry, Lady Kira, but I've been ordered to escort you out immediately, along with the representatives from House Beaumont. Clearly, again, this is worthy of, like, low-key arresting us. And what the hell do Bertrand and Maxwell have to do with it? Do they not realize I'm an adult? I guess. I don't know. Alright, so nationalist stepmother Queen Regina says, given the circumstances, I'm sure Lady Kira has withdrawn from consideration. Fuck you, bitch, I make my own choices. I told you I cuss. And now, Prince Shamar must make his choice. Please note the absolute caucasity of both of these people. Like, first of all, Regina is the Phantom of the Opera. Probably. I would not be halfway surprised if Regina knows more about this than she lets on. But yeah, first of all, couldn't be bothered to include avatars for at the very least, the king. We know the queen isn't his mom, but we can't include avatars for the king that come close to matching Shamar's ethnicity. Nope, can't do that. But also, like, there's new information that just came out. Nope, let's arrest that girl and go on with the show. What? No, these are people who live their lives in the public eye. I feel like they would know better. This would be the moment to be like, hey, no, we're gonna take 5 minutes at least, see what we can sort out, and then come back. Oh, but no, it has to be tonight. I don't know. It sounds like some next level BS. Whatever. I'm not salty. Yeah, exactly. Hey, she was sexually harassed. Let's arrest her. Not let's go find Tariq. Why is no one going and finding Tariq? I don't know. So, yeah, Shamar clearly unhappy with his position, but he's such a pushover that he's going to kowtow to tradition, I guess. Says, I choose Lady Madeline. Gasp! The only one who didn't receive a note is the one who's being chosen. I'm so surprised. I'm deeply, deeply honored to accept. Are you really, Madeline, knowing how you won? Is this the way that you wanted to become queen? Is by one of your competitors being doxxed for being sexually assaulted? Is that I don't know how honored you should be right now. And now, so now we're actually gonna get to play stuff, I guess. Very, very fancy title. I like it. Chapter 1, Homecoming. Oh my god, are they actually sending us home? I know, happy music after all that. All the drama. I actually like that drama music that they used. I think it's the only time you get to hear it. I don't remember even hearing it in any of the other stories that I've played. I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. But yeah, now happy theme music. Ha! I guess. I don't know. All right. In a kingdom far away that consists of a cliff face and some alpine ski country, I guess. Sure. It's very pretty. It's the night of the coronation ball, which has gone on forever. It's gotta be like 2 in the morning by now. And you're sitting in the Cordonian airport with 2 palace guards waiting for your flight. Holy shit, we're being deported. So, this little fact that we were trafficked, we got on a plane with like an hour's notice and almost certainly no visa. I feel like that was the part to pick on, way ahead of us being sexually assaulted in our own room. So yeah, like, not only are they deporting us, but they're making sure that we leave. This isn't even just, we're giving you a plane ticket and it better be used. No, they're actually going to babysit us in the airport. That's awesome. Okay. so that explains why we're back in our casual outfit. At least they let us change and we didn't have to go here in our, like, slinky red cocktail dress. We are clearly not happy. Now boarding economy class for passengers of flight PB205 to New York City. That's me. You stand up, grabbing the bag you packed under the watchful eyes of the palace guards just a couple hours ago. No, seriously, it's gotta be like 2, 4 in the morning by now. This is exhausting. Goodbye, Cordonia. Yeah, we probably won't be allowed back. The guards watch you sling the bag over your shoulder, digging into your pocket for your boarding pass when... Maxwell arrives! Wait, Kira! How did you get through security? Do they not have TSA checkpoints in Cordonia? I guess not. You pause, turning to see Maxwell and Bertrand rush up. Oh God, I never thought I'd be happy to see Bertrand, but here we are. Maxwell? Bertrand? The two guards intercept them. Do not stop her from leaving the country. Hey! You will keep your hands to yourselves. I am the Duke of Ramsford. There you go, Bertrand. Stick that chest out a little bit more. Wave that blue blood in somebody's face. Hearing the title, the two guards back down. Okay, but they were also hauled out of the ball by guards, so wouldn't they, like, have been told, hey, don't let them near her because we're trying to get her out of the country? I don't know. Anyway, these guys, it's above their pay grade, I guess. That's better. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have business to conduct. Ooh, we're businesslike now, okay. The two guards look at each other. How much are we being paid again? Or will House Beaumont have to demand recompense for yet another slight? Ooh, savage. That's a bad word, sorry. The guards shake their heads and walk away. Kira! All right, we're happy now. Yay! Bertrand's thrown his weight around. It's great. Did you come here to, you can say, help me or scold me? I don't know. They clearly seem like they're not here to chew us out. So did you come here to help me? Well, kind of? I mean, not in the sense that we have any answers, but we are here for you. Okay, well, that's, sure. We still believe in you, Kira. Good, Maxwell. Do you believe that I was sexually assaulted and am not what the media is making me out to be? Please and thank you. Really? Both of you? Just tell me, is it true that you've been carrying on a romantic relationship with Tariq? Well, if you asked Tariq, I'm sure he'd have a different answer because he, like, offered to lend us his cushy saddle at one point, but... Of course it's not true. This isn't Kira's fault. Thank you. Thank you, Maxwell. Shush. I want to hear this from her. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, but... Bertrand, we can either say, of course it's not true, or I'm not with Tariq, but I might be in love with someone else. No, we're not even going to play that game. We're not going to give anybody any quarter. Bertrand, of course it's not true. Yes, we were carrying on a relationship with Hannah, but shh. Yeah, well, Drake can go jump off a balcony, as far as I'm concerned. Leading him on because he's an asshole. Then you were set up. And I have no criticism of how you handled yourself. Well, thank you, Bertrand, because I really didn't have much choice. I was hauled out of the ballroom. Then why are you here? We're here to take you back. Oh, wait, what? But we were literally being escorted out of the country by guards. Yeah, what? We are going to fight this. No one smears the name of House Beaumont. Aw, do you remember last time Bertrand was making this whole big speech about how we were part of House Beaumont now? Aw, okay. Alright. Cool. We're part of the family! But what's the point? Isn't it over? I mean, this is fair. Prince Shamar chose Madeline. Yeah, about that. He did that under duress. I feel like you can fight that. King Shamar chose Madeline, but nothing set in stone. Really? Because they're kind of acting like it is. So, What are we gonna do? Are we gonna tear down Cordonia's entire social structure over this? Let's do it. Let's let's take that Me Too moment to the degree that everyone's afraid it will go, and then just keep right on going. Just take that wherever it lands. There's still a chance for you to be with him, as there's a constitutional provision that states the king is able to change his selection in specific cases for the good of the nation. Or, as Risa says, we could find a guillotine. It's true. I'm sure someone's got one in a museum somewhere. Or in their basement. I don't know. Does Bertrand? Who knows? He's got a bunch of weaponry in his house. It hasn't been invoked in 100 years, but there is precedence. Oh, so as early as 1918. Cool. But the most important matter is that nefarious forces are plotting against you. We must resolve this scheme against you at once. Yes, so we've gone from a romance to a mystery novel. Okay, sure. You'd do that for me? None of this is your fault, Lady Kira. If anyone is to blame, it's the court for reacting as they did, and even more so, the true culprits behind it. Thank you! Even Bertrand acknowledges this whole situation is fucking stupid. Okay. House Beaumont supports you unequivocally, and we will stand by you to the bitter end. Aw, okay. And to the sweet end, too. Thank you, Maxwell. Be optimistic about this. Indeed. I'm optimistic that we will prevail, though we do have our work cut out for us. Dude, everything's traceable, okay? You pay those reporters enough, they'll tell you where they got those photos. And what work is that exactly? Well, we're gonna have to prepare you for the engagement tour. Oh god, this is like Hunger Games, where now we've got to go around parading in front of everybody who won and who lost. Except that the losers haven't been killed, which I guess is good. But, because we're one of them. And also Penelope doesn't deserve that. The what? The only unfortunate thing about clearing your name and figuring out what happened is that we have to follow the royal court around. And they're currently gearing up for the King and Countess Madeline's royal engagement tour. Ugh. See, this is why, like, becoming queen is a serious decision. It's going to be amazing! We're going everywhere! We'll be seeing the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Ooh, remember Maxwell or somebody in House Beaumont. I mean, I'm assuming it's Maxwell, but who knows? Someone in House Beaumont is secretly sending money to an address in France. Oh yeah, and Drake's sister Savannah just dropped off the map a while ago. Could they be connected? I don't know. Anyway, we'll be seeing the Eiffel Tower in Paris, the sea in Capri, the bamboo groves in China. Oh my god. Seriously? It's gonna be a lot of nonstop parties and a ton of fun. It sounds exhausting, so much jet lag. I mean, if you ignore the whole Shamar and Madeline being together thing. Yeah, let me ignore the fact that Shamar is now basically under the control of the worst Slytherin stereotype. Because that's pretty much what Madeline is. But what do you say, Kira? Travel the world, clear your name, party with friends, and save Shamar and the kingdom? That's a lot to lay on New York City waitress's shoulders, even if she does have a background in international law. Sheesh. Final call for economy class passengers of flight PB205 to New York City. Final call. I can't do an intercom voice, I'm sorry. I say, so we can say, Bertrand, take my bag, let's go. I don't know, or I'm done with this. I'm gonna go back to New York and end the book, I guess? No, Bertrand, take my bag, let's go. Oh, your bag? You heard me. Come on, it's a special occasion. Fine, but this will be the one and only time. I mean, unless we want to enlist one of these guards to, like, carry my bag, which we could do. Thank you. as you walk out of the airport, which is quite snazzy. I'm impressed. You know, I thought you'd given up on me. After what happened tonight, I didn't think I'd ever hear from any of you again. Maxwell slings an arm around your shoulders. We could never forget about you. We came here as soon as we could, after we bailed our way out of jail? Palace security took us to a separate holding room. It was looking dicey, but Bertrand really gave him the old what for. Oh, did he now? Ooh. I would have liked to see that. Yes, so would I. What did this entail? Oh, it was his finest, how dare you, and House Beaumont commands you to release us sort of speech. Ooh, ooh. Shivers. Bertrand clears his throat, adjusting the lapels of his blazer with a satisfied smirk. Oh yeah, you can see this on his face, too. One does not treat the Duke of Ramsford with anything less than respect. Sure they don't. Oof! How did anyone survive the tongue lashing? They didn't. Okay, so he's admitting he's killed people. Now get in the limo. So he can stop carrying our bag, I guess. We have a lot of work to do before the welcome party at Madeline's estate, and we haven't a moment to lose. Back at the Beaumont house, you settle in. Home sweet home, that we've visited exactly once. You've just finished putting away your stuff, all one bag worth of it, when there's a knock at your door. Bertrand stands there. Hey. We should talk about the next few weeks. My dude, I have not slept since probably like 6 a.m. yesterday morning. Okay? Please let me sleep. God, we should talk about the next few weeks. Because of the plot against you, the press is currently having a field day smearing your name. Okay. Of course they are. Great. I'll figure out how to best spin the media circus, but you will have to ensure your future behavior is impeccable. Oh god, we're screwed. And that means there'll be no mistakes in your education. You're learning as much about courtly behavior as you can before the tour kicks off. Yeah, when does the tour kick off? Well, not even tomorrow morning. This morning? Is that when? Because, my dude, I need some sleep. This time, you'll be prepared for anything. Okay, sure I will. Oh, okay. For the next couple weeks, that's good. We've got a time span. You, Maxwell, and Bertrand prepare for the Royal Engagement Tour, covering all manner of topics in what's gotta be an 80s montage. We are now in 80s montage land. Yay! You've mastered the Cordonian waltz, but your quick step's a bit... Oh, well, okay. The quick step is a hard-ass dance, y'all. That is like full body contact. Your feet are doing whatever the hell you do in a quick step. There's a lot of movement. It's literally called a quick step. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that after learning a waltz, my quick step's a little slow. Well, you know, do it the American way. Let's try that one again from the top. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Quick glide. Quick glide. Yeah, no, we're screwed. We're so screwed. You learn about tasting food and wines. This Cabernet is pretty good. Is it? I don't care. That might have passed for a reaction in a dive bar in New York, but in the royal court you'd be laughed out of the room. I don't know, dude. I'm thinking maybe you haven't been around New York all that much. I meant to say, the mouthfeel of this Cabernet is velvety and full with jammy stone fruit flavors. Sure. I don't know. I can almost taste the pretension. It's perfect. Okay, cool. I mean, this is the guy who put paprika on caviar. You go jogging with Maxwell. Okay, seriously, why do I have to run laps around the estate? It's just that, like, that thing they do in movies, you know? Like when you're getting ready for something? Oh, God. Oh, no. Maxwell! Okay, honestly, I was gonna go for a run anyway, and I wanted some company. There you go. There you go, Maxwell. Besides, we're having fun together, right? Sure we are. Yeah, Maxwell does think this is Rocky. Yeah. Fun, that's the word we're using, I guess. Until, at last, you sit down on the steps of the grand staircase after a long day of table etiquette lessons. Yay, fun. If I have to look at another fork, I'm going to throw it into the wall. Who knew there'd be so many kinds? Oh, we haven't even gotten to the spoons yet, honey. All the spoons. Bertrand, he knows all the forks. But cheer up, lessons are over for now. Good, can I please just sleep? We'll be traveling to Madeline's estate tomorrow in Fidelia for the welcome party, and that's when things will really start happening. Oh, good! Traveling! No, I don't want to. Finally, I'm ready to look into the blackmail note and get to the bottom of everything. I really want to know, we can say who set me up or why Shamar chose Madeline. Well, we know why Shamar chose Madeline, sweetheart. It's because she was the only one who was still in the running that he had even a remote chance of considering, and that's because of her friendship with the Queen. So, yeah. I know that that's like the hopeless romantic answer of like, I want to know why he didn't choose me anyway, but we know why. We're not stupid. So I really want to know who set me up. When I get proof of who did this... You're kind of scary when you're mad. Good. I mean, I'm pretty much based on Amelia Clark, so I should look scary when I'm mad. I'm just ready to get some answers so that I can sick my dragons on someone. Maxwell claps you affectionately on the shoulder. Good brother moment. Hey, we'll figure it all out. We're gonna fight back, remember? It'll be easier when we're on the engagement tour with all the major players at court and can see how people act around you. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I guess that's not all that's bothering me. Yeah, I haven't seen Hannah in like a month, okay? I'm lonely. What else is on your mind? These past few weeks, I haven't heard a thing from anyone outside House Beaumont. I kind of thought I'd at least have talked with Hannah. We're not Shamar, Drake, or Hannah. Frankly, like, Drake's a reasonable assumption too, since he's not part of a noble house at all. But like, really, we're bereft because we haven't seen Hannah. It bothers me. Again, we know why she hasn't contacted us, but have you talked to her at all? I lost track of her in the chaos at after the coronation. I did hear she went back home, though. Yeah, were her parents surprised to see her? I just thought she might keep in touch. Yeah, there's Twitter, y'all. It's for the best, really. You shouldn't be talking with anyone at court. Cool, so I guess that leaves me with Drake. Awesome. You turn to see Bertrand walking down the stairs. But why? Kira, someone wanted you to fail. Yeah, which is why I should be talking to people and figuring it out who it was. And you think it might be one of them? Really? No, but you'd better be extra careful. Anything you say, text, or do may be used against you. Yeah, well, there's other rights I'm supposed to have here too, you know. Conversations are recorded. Texts are intercepted. Cool. If it's written or spoken over a phone line, we must assume that it'll eventually fall into the wrong hands. Ergo, we must keep any electronic communications to a minimum. Oh my god, okay, yeah, that's like the only way I communicate, so we are so screwed. So I shouldn't talk to my friends? Yeah, do we even have friends back in New York anymore? Because, damn. Actually, they'll probably be very helpful to us. But if you do talk to them, do it all in person. You'll get your chance tomorrow. Cool. Get to go cause trouble tomorrow. I'd suggest you get some rest. We're getting up early tomorrow, and we have a long journey ahead of us. Cool. Just what I want to do. The next day, here in what looks like wine country, you, Bertrand, and Maxwell pile out of the limo and onto the grand estate belonging to Countess Madeline. Cool. Oh yeah, this is definitely wine country. Wow. This something. This is supposed to say this is something. Yeah. Although House Beaumont's supposed to be in wine country too, I guess. Madeline's family home is considered one of the finest in Cordonia. And, lucky for us, she's been gracious enough to grant us rooms in the main house. Yeah, this something, yeah. Though I'm still not certain if we should take this as a good sign or not. Yeah, she probably gave us the one where the ivy's growing all over it over there. Yeah. You mean she might be keeping her friends close but her enemies closer? Precisely. Maxwell helps you carry your things to your room, which is, yes, very, very nicely decorated, I guess, if you like that whole Baroque, we are totally going to be beheaded when the populace realizes what we're doing to them kind of look. Yeah. Well, this is lovely. I kind of expected her to put you in a broom closet or something. Okay, we literally just got done talking about why she didn't do this. For all we know, we can say this is what passes for a broom closet around here. She's just trying to show off how rich she is, which is kinda judgy. Take a drink. Or the room is bugged. Yeah, for all we know, the room is bugged. Bertrand glances around suspiciously and speaks loudly into a vase. An excellent reminder that we have nothing to hide should anyone be listening. The truth will come out! This mental image, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't. Oh my lord. I think Kira was joking, Bertrand. No, I wasn't. I absolutely was not, and it was worth it just for that reaction. Okay. One can never be too careful. Yeah, one can never be too careful with your mouth, my dude. That still scares me. Now, you should get dressed for the welcome party. Remember, this is your grand re-entrance to courtly society. The others in court don't know you're here, so it'll be quite a surprise. How does no one know we're here? This is the type of... Madeline knows we're here! Are we seriously saying that she didn't tell people? Oh my god. It's imperative that you look your finest. Oh, are they gonna ask us to buy something? Probably. Let me guess. I'm on my own for that. Bertrand holds up a pink dress. Oh, good, because I'm gonna look so good in pink. Actually, Maxwell insisted that we do our part. If you would. Where am I gonna change? You duck into the closet to change. I hope this is like a decently large closet. And come out a few minutes later. How do I look? Like you bought that at Old Navy. Seriously. It's not that fancy. Perfectly respectable. It's dignified. It's distinctive. It's a fucking pink crew neck sleeveless dress. It's not that distinctive. Plus, it's designer. Okay. Bertrand would know, I guess. And it was on sale. Shh, Maxwell! Oh my god! Maxwell? What? I guess it is kind of Jackie O, but, like, see, that would have gone with Jackie O's coloring, and it doesn't quite go with ours. Yeah, I know, exactly. Off the rack. God. In any case, if you can't come up with something better, I think this will be quite sufficient. I also had one of the local shops send over a dress if you want another option. Let me try it on. Oh my god, no. So, the Midnight Star, we can stun the crowd in your grand return to court with this elegant dress that is cut clear down to there and above the knee. Ooh, ooh. So we can either be Jackie O or Marilyn Monroe. Whew, which one's likely to garner us more respect with the court, I wonder? Yeah, see, there's like nothing even very distinctive about this dress. There's not even like any kind of seaming, no structure, no ruching, no belt, no nothing. It's really bland. But yeah, I've got better things to spend my diamonds on, so we're just gonna go with this. Bertrand approves, so I think I'll stick with the dress you and Bertrand picked out for me. Nothing could be more House Beaumont. There's so many things I could say. Changed your mind? You can change your outfit with the closet. No, I did not change my mind. Stop it. But do I want to try something else on? I mean, the other option that we have that would be even remotely appropriate is that red dress we wore at the coronation, but let's not, because repeating that look is going to be like a serious talking point, so no. You can now change outfits almost any time by tapping the closet button on the bottom right. Okay, so they've expanded when you can access the closet, I guess. All right, we're going with this. The closet will be locked for the duration of the event, but you'll get to change again after. Okay, sure. This is probably important to people who are more interested in the clothes than I am. Perfect. You look ready. All right, cool. Believe me, I'm more than ready to, we can say, clear my name, get my prince back, or wipe the smirk off of Madeline's face. I'm ready to do all three of these, honestly. Do I want to be, like, really, like, justice hungry, or do I want to, be romantic about it? I don't, again, like, okay, here's my problem with get my prince back. Acts like we feel like we have ownership of him. And yes, he did say that he was going to ask us to marry him, but that is still a him decision. So yeah, I think Risa's right. I think clear my name is the right choice. It's true. We probably will get Shamar back after that. We won't rest until justice has been done. Thank you, Maxwell. Maxwell offers you his arm. My lady. My lord. Oh, don't be doing that to Maxwell. He gonna get a big head. Moments later, the doors to the grand hall of Madeline's Manor are thrown open. Madeline's Manor. Ooh, that sounds like a fancy B&B. Around the room, you hear gasps as all eyes turn to you. Then the whispers begin. Maxwell still hasn't changed his shirt. It's Lady Kira. Mon Dieu! I can't believe she dare show her face here. Sorry, I can't do French. I'm so sorry. On one side, the press takes note of your entrance. Lady Kira? This should be interesting. I suppose we'll see what Lady Kira intends to accomplish tonight. Yeah, seriously, just walk in. I was framed! Probably be about what I'd do. Either that or I'd just pass out from nerves, which is honestly more likely. That is definitely more likely. I would probably just pass out from nerves. Your hand tightens on Maxwell's arm, and he grins reassuringly at you. You're doing great. Okay, I'm glad. All I did was walk in. Thanks, Maxwell. I need a drink. Or 7. Before you get far, a refined older woman comes up to you. Excuse me, you must be the infamous Lady Kira. And she is reminding me powerfully of someone, and I cannot think for the life of me of who it is. But it's like the hair, really, more than anything else. Like the hair coupled with the age of the face. Ooh, this reminds me of somebody, and I don't know who. Okay, anyway. That's right. How bold of you to attend. But it'd be a boring party without a little scandal, don't you think? Oh my god, is she gonna be like conspiratorial with us? Because this could get good. Welcome to Fidelia. Uh-oh. Oh no. Ooh. Welcome? That must make you, we can say, a reporter, a relative of the royal family, or Madeline's mother. Honestly, she's not a reporter. Look at her. That's not how a reporter dresses. I don't think she's a relative of the royal family. If she's not Madeline's mother, this is gonna look really bad, but I think that's who she is. Is she Madeline's mother? That's right. Oh, thank God. Okay. I suppose the family resemblance must be what gave me away. Sure. That's not where I'm pegging you from, though. Ooh, this is gonna bother me. Okay. And hopefully not my age. Yeah, no, not your age, not your age. Should have said sister, Madeline's sister. My name is Adelaide. Adelaide, the mother of Madeline. We like these sorts of names in our family. You sweep into a curtsy, which we're wearing a form-fitted dress, so that's probably awkward. My lady, it's an honor to be here. The press said you were an uncouth American who jilted King Shamar. But now that I've met you, I'm not sure I believe them. You're damn right, I am a classy bitch. Lady Adelaide turns to Maxwell. Now I believe everything they say about you. Hey, Adelaide, you back off my brother figure, okay? He's a good boy. He's got some problems, but he's a good boy. You're looking lovely as ever, Lady Adelaide. Yeah, exactly, I'm a classy broad. Lord Maxwell Beaumont, you have quite a bit of explaining to do. How is it that I'm never invited to any of those Beaumont parties that I've heard so much about? Oh my god, oh no, okay, so she's one of these people who's like gonna act to your face like she's your best friend, and then she's literally going to stab you in the back. I know this type of person. I've dealt with this type of person. Ugh. Not looking forward to it. Okay. Huh, must have been a terrible oversight on our part. I have a feeling it was not. See to it that I'm on the guest list for the next one. If there are any more parties now that you're more settled. Ooh, settled what? Who settled what now? Adelaide pulls back and regards the two of you, a hand on each of your arms. Whoa, lady, did I say you could touch me? Were we hugging this whole time? Is that what's been happening? No, you don't touch me. I don't know you. Woman? Ugh. Don't the two of you make a darling couple? Oh dear God, no. Oh no. Oh no, no. Ew and oh no. Oh, I'm not okay with this. I'm not, no. Ew. Maxwell, you're a very nice boy, but no. You're my brother figure, and that's creepy. That's creepy, Adelaide. Wishful thinking on her part. Me and Maxwell, a darling couple? We can say, you're mistaken, that's hilarious, or we do look cute together, don't we? No, don't encourage her. Don't encourage her. You're mistaken. You're mistaken. We're just friends. Yeah, no thanks, he's my brother and probably gay. Exactly. I mean, if we're in the type of country where queer isn't okay and worst comes to worst, then yeah, I probably will marry Maxwell to, like, save his life. But that's kind of what would have to be happening. We're just friends. Or maybe more like brother and sister. Yeah, I'm literally part of House Beaumont, so isn't that probably illegal for them to turn around and marry their girl that they sponsored? Be his beard. Yeah. Kira is House Beaumont after all. You creepy, creepy woman. Thank you, Maxwell. Of course. Yeah, I'm not House Beaumont that way. Now, you should go pay your respects to Madeline. Don't let me keep you any longer. Yeah, stop trying to pair us off in hopeful ways that don't involve your daughter. Blech. As you and Maxwell leave Adelaide, you lean in to whisper. That was funny, huh? Who'd ever think that we could be a couple? Oh, that was judgy. Take a drink. Ooh. Ooh. Because, like, she does look like she'd be on one of those Real Housewives shows. Yeah, I don't know if that's where I'm pegging her from, is something like that, but yeah, she totally does. But, like, oh, ooh, yeah, who'd ever think that we could be a couple? That's, ooh. So, even, like, unless this has already been discussed between you and Maxwell as, like, a yeah, no, we're totally not interested and or I'm gay thing, um, that's not appropriate to say, Kira. Even if he knows he has no chance, that's still kind of a jab to the gut. Poor Maxwell. God. Huh. Right. I mean, come on. I have pretended to be the partners of no fewer than 3 of my friends in various situations, usually to get us out of some kind of awkward situation. So, if you're honestly gonna, like, look at me and look at my friend and be like, oh, who'd have ever thought that you two could be a couple? I'm gonna be like, bitch, I'd be lucky to have them. Okay? Okay. Alright. Now, game faces. It's time to talk to Madeline. Oh, must we? I guess we must. It's protocol. You cross the room and come to Madeline. Oh, Lady Kira, I'm so pleased that your recent fall from grace didn't keep you away. Are you, though? A lesser woman, more well versed in courtly politics, might have gone into hiding. Yeah, that was a sneer. Take a drink. In Olivia's absence, it's pretty much down to Madeline to do the sneering, and she's very underhanded about it. She's very sneaky. Like I said, she's the worst type of, like, Slytherin stereotype. Where, like, this is why people hate all Slytherins, is because of people like Madeline. Click. There we go. It's so very brave of you to be here. Oh, okay, bitch. Back off. Lady Madeline, I just want to say, you can say, it'll take more than a few lies to get rid of me, which is accusing her, which we shouldn't do yet because we have no proof. Congratulations on your engagement, or let's not pretend that we like each other. Is she racist? Because I'm pretty sure that's why people dislike Slytherin. That certainly is a big feature of Slytherin House, yes. But when you're looking at, like, the original, well, I mean, Salazar Slytherin is also very heavily racist. But when you look at the traits that are actually assigned to Slytherin House, none of them are inherently bad. It's just that they happen to belong to a lot of bad people, and yeah, most other people end up valuing other things over the things that House Slytherin tends to exemplify. So, I would not be a jot surprised if Madeline is racist. She's certainly nationalistic. So that's a very fine line, as we're discovering here in the United States in the year of our Lord 2018. Whew. All right, no, let's be diplomatic. Congratulations on your engagement. You must be so happy. I'm starting to feel like we're a bit of a Hufflepuff, where we don't hide our emotions well. Thank you, dear. I've never been happier. Yeah, you look it. With all of the royal commitments, it's been a bit of a whirlwind. But you know how King Shamar is. He makes me feel like I'm in a fairy tale. Ooh, she's sneering again. Take another drink. Ooh, you sneaky, sneaky bitch. I really hope you had something to do with this so I can bring you down. I know we'll be very content, won't we, darling? Oh, please don't pet name him. We all know you don't actually care about him. Ugh. You turn, feeling your heart beat faster in your chest. Oh no, and that sad piano music. Kira? Dude, the entire room has been talking about us. Why are you surprised that we're here? I mean, Lady Kira. Shamar! We can say, I've missed you. Don't think I've forgiven you. Ooh, wow, Judgy, take a drink. Ooh. Whoa, we're not saying that. Or shouldn't you greet your guest with a kiss? Ooh, no, let's not provoke Madeline. She is dangerous, okay? Shamar, I've missed you. It's a nice answer. I've missed you too. Aw, poor guy. He needs to grow a spine. We need to... Madeline puts a hand on his arm. Of course she does. We need to see to the rest of our guests, sweetheart. Ugh. Madeline loops her arm in Shamar's and leans in to kiss his cheek. Please don't. Being the royal couple of the hour has its obligations. Okay, sure. Right. But... Maxwell subtly squeezes your hand and you trail off. Yeah, I think we're smart enough to know that that's the end. It was wonderful to see you both. Not you, Madeline. Lady Kira. Lord Maxwell. Maxwell hasn't even been acknowledged this entire time. He's just invisible. Poor Maxwell. Shamar and Madeline walk off together to circulate around the room. You know, it's refreshing after sitting so long in one attitude. We've got to be careful around Madeline right now. Yeah, we do. She's going to poison us, I'm pretty sure. But there's so much that Shamar and I need to talk about. Yeah, like how to get Hannah back so that we can kill Madeline first. I know, but it'll have to wait. Maybe you'll get a chance to talk to him in private. Hey, I see Bertrand over by the tables. He must have found our seats. Oh, good. You and Maxwell head towards Bertrand, but before you get there, Kiara and Penelope stop you. Kira! I'm so excited to see you! Oh, Penelope! Honey, you're too sweet. See, I like you. Penelope gives you a big hug. Oh, Penelope. Aw, okay. I'm here for this. Hi, Penelope. Ooh, that outfit looks good on you. Thanks, pink is not my color. Penelope, what are you doing? Even if Lady Kira was someone we deemed to associate with, we're on Madeline's side now. Yeah, well, Kiara, you didn't have to follow Penelope over here, so unless you're her keeper, which I might buy, you came over here to see me too. Shut up. Remember? Sure, okay. Oh, right. Are you on her side, though? Are you? You're on Madeline's side, but we can say, I thought we were friends, or she's the worst. Madeline might be within earshot, so let's not say she's the worst, but I thought we were friends. She's just mad because she likes Tariq. I hope not. Kiara can do better. We are. Friendship has nothing to do with it. Also, and not to put too fine a point on it, but she's made us her ladies in waiting. Kira, I thought you wanted to work in, like, the embassy. What the hell? It's a huge, huge honor. We're basically her closest confidants. So you mean moles? Yeah. Uh-huh. But that also means that we're beholden to be loyal to her. Are you, though? Are you? I suppose that means you're not sitting in the back of the room with us. Hardly. Madeline has placed us in a very high position of honor at her table. Oh. Well then, I guess we can say thank you for letting me know. I'll see you around, or we won't be exchanging Christmas cards this year. Oof, judgy. Ooh, take a drink. I'm not ready to write him off that fast, so thank you for letting me know. It was the least we could do. Yeah, I think you're going to be doing some more for me, Penelope. And we might even get into trouble for talking with you this long. Come on, Penelope. She is. She's Penelope's handler. Oh. Kiara takes Penelope by the arm, and the two make their way to the head table. Trying to decide whether they would be... I don't think they'd be a good couple. No. It's their loss. We are more fun than Madeline's table. That is a damn fact. Okay? Come on, Bertrand has our seats. In the back of the room, you and Maxwell sit down next to Bertrand and fill him in. It seems Madeline has wasted no time consolidating power. Unfortunately, she has us at a disadvantage. We don't have anything to offer potential allies. Other than, like, not having to deal with all the royal BS all the time? I feel like that's something to offer. It's okay. We don't need anyone else. We've got each other. What a very Saturday morning special attitude to take to this, Maxwell. You need the rest of the Planeteers here, my dude. Bertrand looks from Maxwell to you. God help us, House Beaumont is doomed. Bertrand, don't be relatable. I can't handle it. Come on, have a little faith. We've just got to figure out how to clear my name. Now that we're at court, how's that going? Yes, it's all wrapped up in the first chapter, Kira, I'm so sure. Bertrand sighs. The three of you fall quiet as servers bring around the first course of the meal. When they're gone, Bertrand clears his throat and continues. I spoke briefly with some of the reporters. They haven't been able to reach Tariq for comment. Oh my god, where is he, Antarctica? How do you disappear that well? And obviously you haven't given them an official statement yet. Yeah, the official statement is, fuck off all of you, I'm innocent. According to Ms. DeLuca, your best chance at clearing your name is to compel Tariq to make a statement with you explaining the misunderstanding. I mean, this probably would go a long way, this is true. If we could only find Tariq! So this has become a missing persons case. Where do you think Tariq stands? Well, I think he stands a little crooked after Drake decked him, so there's that. I think, so we can say Tariq was in on the whole thing, Tariq got set up just like I did, or Tariq is a jerk. I do think Tariq is a jerk. However, it did appear like he did get set up just like we did, but I feel like that's excusing his behavior and the fact that he continued to attempt to push stuff when we were clearly not into it. So, but fine, we'll be no, we're not going to be diplomatic. I think Tariq is a jerk. He tried to kiss me while I was in my underwear. I don't even know where he got the idea that I was somehow in love with him. Maybe someone else will bring up that he was set up. What a sleaze. Thank you, Maxwell. No punishment shall be too harsh when we get our hands on him. But what matters most is if he'll set the record straight. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I think we could shame him into telling the truth. He's gotta have, like, a secret stash of, like, outdated shoes or something, doesn't he? Come on. We can find something. We'd better hope so, for all of our sakes. No matter how we might feel about him, he is the key to all of this. We need to find him and get him to make a statement. Where do we start? Probably not by being angry at him while we're going and looking for him. He's been conspicuously absent since that night at the country manor. He didn't come to our home, and he wasn't even at the coronation. Yeah, probably because he realized he got set up. And I don't see him here tonight. Indeed. I asked around, and it appears that he's left court. At least he has the decency to know he did wrong, I guess. If he's being used as a pawn... Okay, good. Someone else brought it up. Awesome. It's likely that whoever set this up wanted him out of the way to prevent him from coming forward with the truth. Oh my god, Tariq's been murdered. So, we need to find him. Oh my god, the Queen and Adelaide are in on it together and they murdered Tariq. That's what happened. Precisely. The sooner the better. You look over at Madeline, who's currently feeding Shamar a bite of lobster from her fork. Oh god, ew, please no. Ew, no. No, no. Ugh. yeah, and she's smiling like it. Anyone else just lost their appetite? Yeah, me. Later, after dinner, you hear a knock at your door. You open it to find Maxwell standing there with a bouquet of 24 red roses. Oh, Maxwell, what are you trying to say? Hey, what's this? Special delivery! Housekeeping sent over a new centerpiece for your end table. Good, did you check it for bugs? You bury your nose in the flowers to smell them and spot a piece of paper wrapped around one of the stems. Clearly no one checked for bugs. The note says, I wouldn't blame you if you're furious with me, but please meet me so I can at least explain. I'll be on the balcony outside my room in 20 minutes. Okay. That's Shamar's handwriting! Huh. Glad we know that, because otherwise that was going to get real awkward. I've got to go. But the hallway's crowded with staff and nobles. Madeline basically put you in the corner of the estate farthest from Shamar. Yeah, that's not going to slow me down. He must not have known. Click. You eye the window at the side of your room. Well, there are all these vines around the walls and shit, so we're gonna be American about this, I guess. There's more than one way out of here. We've climbed cliffs at least twice. We have some measure of skill at this, apparently. Let's do this. No way! That's too dangerous. If you fall, you could really hurt yourself. Yeah, well, it's for true love. But I can just imagine Shamar waiting for me on that balcony. Stop it. This is not an argument. Yes, we are going to meet the prince on the balcony. This is a diamond choice that you can see as a sucker and bought the first time. Alright. Soon after, you hoist yourself out of your window, climb up the side of the building, and edge your way around until... Made it! And let's hope to God this isn't a setup. Dropping onto the other side of the balcony, you see King Shamar staring off into the distance. When he hears you, he turns. Oh, with the shooting stars and everything. Oh, that's nice. Kira! He rushes to you and sweeps you into his arms. Aww. I should kiss Shamar, hold Shamar, or push Shamar away. Kissing's an option. Take a drink. And there's a prince in need of some kissing. Well, he's a king now, in need of some kissing, so we're gonna kiss him. Smooch. Your lips eagerly find his. He groans as you kiss him. Oh, that was kind of creepy. Ooh. Kira. I mean, he's happy, but that was still kind of creepy. He pulls away, because he has to. I never want to stop. Well, you have to at some point, because you gotta come up for air. But we need to talk. He shakes his head. It's just... Damn, Lady Kira, how I've missed you. That doesn't come off naturally. Ugh. Shamar, we can say, I missed you too, or you never should have let me go. No, let's not judge him. Take a drink. Let's not shame him, okay? I missed you too. It'll be time for shaming later. I thought I might never see you again. I'd never let that happen. Okay. We were probably gonna be banned from the country, dude, so... Are you gonna ask me if it's true? You and Tariq? No, I don't need to ask to know that it was a setup. Okay, cool. We don't have to have that conversation. Really? Then why... Shame him, he makes choices too. It's the thing. His problem really is that he doesn't make choices, honestly. Why did I choose Madeline? Someone was willing to go to great lengths to set you up. To put you in a compromising position, to invade your privacy, to break the lock on my door. Is everyone forgetting this part? That there was no lock on my door? So, like, it wouldn't have even mattered what they told anybody. Risa gets really anti-monarchist when she's stoned. I mean, you know, this does not endear the monarchy to one, this game. To put you at risk, Drake told me about the lock on your door. Good, so we did not forget about. And by the way, Drake, where the fuck were you? You should have told Shamar about this the next morning. What the hell, man? Ugh. Someone is determined to prevent you from becoming queen, and they seem to have considerable resources and access to the royal court. And if I had stood up there and chosen you, Kira, from then on, you'd be in danger. Oh, God. We're doing that thing. The whole, like, I had to break your heart to protect you thing. I hate this trope if you can't tell. Sailor Moon did this a couple times. And it's a recurring thing in, like, very juvenile types of romance where you're like, oh, that's so romantic, and, like, the whole misunderstanding thing is, like, so desirable, I guess. Like, it's, you want to believe that that's why someone's pushing you away, is because they really genuinely care about you enough to, like, hurt you for your own good, which is awful, and that's not love. Like, I mean, this is like one of the few cases where I can be like, there is almost a reason for there not to have been an explanation because we got carted off so fast. But, you know, there was that whole time when we were training that he had time to set up a burner Twitter account and send us a note, you know? Just saying. Just saying, this was a thing you could have done, dude. Ugh. I wish I could say that the palace guards would protect you, but the truth is that they had already failed at the country estate. This is a fact. That's actually a shrewd observation. That entire building was meant to be secure. Yeah, he's king. He can change these things, exactly. One would think, wouldn't one? I suppose maybe you do want limitations on a king's power, but still. When I think that someone who meant you harm and ruin was able to manipulate this situation so meticulously, Lady Kira, it terrifies me that they could have set you up for worse. We have Hannah and Bertrand, both of whom are quite likely assassins and or serial killers. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. And if they fail, I guess Drake will just deck them. Sure. And Maxwell will come after them with a busted champagne bottle and an axe. I never told you about my mother. You told us a lot about your mother, dude. What did you not tell us now? Honey? Honey. You told me she died when you were young, and that she built the gardens, and that the gardens at the country estate remind you of her. What the hell? How many other things did his mom? Was his mom involved with? A lot. A lot. Okay. Yeah. I never told you about my mother. Yeah, you did. The details of her death were kept secret from the public, but she was poisoned. Ooh, okay. Alright. If I lost you, Kira, alright, the whole, like, okay, it's becoming a little more understandable now. He does have precedence for his concern. Poison is fairly difficult to dodge, it's true. It's, you can't really see it coming, so, ooh. I will regret what I did for at the coronation for the rest of my life because it hurt you. And I'm so sorry that it happened as it did, but in that moment, the only way that I could think of to keep you safe was to make them think they'd won. Okay, yes, this makes sense. Again, they've set this up decently to where it's like, okay, you know, but yeah. Shamar, we can say, I understand. I'm not so sure that I totally understand. I wish you'd reached out to me sooner, which is fair, or you realize the last few weeks have been torture for me, right? Okay, how vehement do we want to be about this? Because we're not just gonna, like, sweep it under the rug as we understand. That's not fair to us. We have feelings, too. I wish you'd reached out to me sooner is nice and neutral. You realize the last few weeks have been torture for me. I feel like he probably does. So, yeah, we're gonna go with that. You've realized the last few weeks have been torture for me, right? I've been training with Bertrand. Shamar takes your hand in his. Hands. Ooh, excuse me, plural. Oh, that got us a romance point, I guess. Sure. Kira, I'm so sorry. I know this must have been miserable for you. Thank you for acknowledging our feelings. He kisses your fingertips. Aw. He's so gentle. In order for this entire gambit to work, it had to truly appear that I believed the photos had. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try this again. In order for the entire gambit to work, it had to appear that I believed the photos and had severed ties with you. That word gambit is really throwing me off. You don't see the word gambit anymore. Okay? If it's any consolation, I've thought about you every single minute of every single day since we parted. Not really, because you've spent some of those moments in the bathroom, dude. So, I'm just saying. Well, it's some consolation. Shamar leans forward to kiss you. Aw. Wait a second. You're still engaged to Madeline, aren't you? Even if it's not what's in your heart, are we really having scruples now? We smooched him at the very beginning of this whole thing. It don't matter now. That's correct. But Madeline and I have an understanding. She knows that I'm not in love with her. Whoa, okay. She does? I mean, I would think it would be fairly obvious, honestly. So, yes. And she simply doesn't care. Yeah, that, like, horrible Slytherin stereotype again. Really? You don't know Madeline very well, but she's uncompromisingly practical and as cunning as she is calculating. It's the entire reason I picked her, actually. That and you weren't gonna go for Kiara or Penelope. We all knew this. What do you mean? The night before the coronation, she came to my room and proposed such an arrangement. She told me it was obvious that I was in love with you. Whoa! Woo! But that regardless of my feelings, she would be the best queen for Cordonia. Ooh. I mean, I have to admit that probably just about anyone is more qualified than Kira, at least out of the run of contenders, but I don't know if I buy that Madeline is necessarily the top choice. She's certainly in the top 3, but for actually being a good ruler and a fair one, I don't know. She's a little too backhanded for my taste. I could have the best of both worlds if I picked her. She'd be perfectly happy to let me continue our relationship, as long as she got to be queen. Ooh, that sounds like she was threatening us from the very beginning there. Isn't that suspicious? It is, but there's little I can do without proof. All I could think about in that moment was finding a way to keep you in my life. Oh, God. And he's the king. Okay. So, does that make me, we can say, your mistress, the other woman, or a scandal waiting to happen? These are all kind of words for the same thing, honestly. So, so does that make me a scandal waiting to happen? Because honestly, I think we are. Huh, only if we get caught. Whoa, okay, we have had a bad influence on you. And I find that the more that gets taken away from me, Lady Kira, the more daring I become. And what about the future? I got engaged to Madeline to buy us time. Her hope is that nothing changes and I simply end up marrying her. But my hope is that we're able to uncover the traitor plotting against you, and then. Shamar locks his fingers through yours and kisses the back of your hand. He's doing a lot of hand kissing tonight. What's going on? Happily ever after? Precisely. But we'll need to be careful. Very careful. Before I met you, Lady Kira, my greatest fear was that I'd disappoint Cordonia and my family. Yeah, this is a problem. If Shamar cheats with you, he'll cheat on you. This is a valid point. Yeah. Yeah. I have to agree with that. But now my greatest fear is that you'd come to some harm because of me. I'll do anything I have to if it means stopping that from happening. For your safety, it must still appear that we're no longer involved. Ugh. I hate these setups, I really do. But for tonight? Oh, ooh. We're literally in her house, honey. We're literally in her house. For tonight, we can kiss him, hug him, or call it a night. Kissing's an option. Take a drink. And yeah, he's in need of some kissing, I guess. You lean in and kiss Shamar deeply. He pulls back to look at you, then he trails kisses down your neck. Okay, I'm actually thinking about this a little bit more. I'm actually not sure this is cheating, and I'm going to tell you why. Madeline knows. She literally offered this arrangement. So, if Madeline knows and is okay with it, then that puts this in a different realm. If he were literally sneaking around behind Madeline's back, and one could argue that maybe this meeting does, but I feel like if Madeline found out about just the fact that we met, not what's being said, the fact that we met, she would probably figure that was pretty normal. Although she is showing a little bit of a desire to keep us apart at the moment, she probably still thinks that Shamar will find a way to weasel out of the engagement. But yeah, I'm not so sure this actually falls in the cheating realm because of that. Yeah. I'll never get enough of you, Kira. Okay. Shamar kisses you again, his hands running down your back, pulling you closer to him. In our form-fitting pink dress. Shamar. I think I'm going to count that as swooning. I think this is what I actually had in mind when I originally wrote the player character swoons rule, so take a drink. Because we do this a lot. Thinking of this moment has consumed my thoughts the entire time we were apart. Ooh, okay, ooh. Then we'd better make the most of it. Must we? We do have some lost time to make up for. Oh dear. You tug at his shirt, pulling him close against you. Oh, okay. Shamar, kiss me. We can say like you want me or like you love me. Let's not make this a lust-based relationship, please, and thank you. Like you love me. That's not going to be difficult, which I have a feeling he would have said no matter which way we wanted to be kissed. Hey, sicko. Because I do love you. Alright, cool. All of this is done for love, remember. Ugh. He catches your lips in a deep, sweeping kiss that leaves you lightheaded. I guess we swooned again. Take a drink. That's basically the definition of swooning. And you laugh as he picks you up and twirls you around. Shamar, I knew I was missing something these past few weeks. I can't imagine anything I want more than this. Click. Come on. There we go. Maybe we missed something there, I'm not sure. He sets you down, pulling you close. You smile into his kiss as the two of you sway under the stars. Best type of dancing we can do. And a shout from some partygoers in the courtyard below startles the two of you apart. Ooh, yeah. Because remember, Madeline knows. Everybody else doesn't. Reluctantly, Shamar pulls away, his eyes still closed as he rests his forehead against yours. Maybe we're too exposed out here. Yeah, I mean, we climbed around the wall on the exterior of the house. And we're worried about being exposed on the balcony. Okay, sure. He kisses you one last time, his lips lingering on yours until you're breathless. Then he steps back. Shamar looks at you and smiles sadly. What is it? I told myself that at least I'd get to see you again. Even if we couldn't have everything right away, that'd have to be enough for me. Until I can be sure of your safety, I know it'll have to be. But now I'm not so sure I'll be able to withstand it. Okay. Then we'll have to resolve this conspiracy quickly. Yes, for the sake of the man who can't control himself. So overcome. Ugh. Ugh. Agreed. Until then, good night, Lady Kira. Alright, so we met Shamar on the balcony with a good Shakespeare reference, I guess. Good night. So we're gonna climb back around the outside of the building, I guess. You wake up the next morning to the sound of someone knocking on your door. Take a drink. Ah. Okay, Maxwell, I'm coming. No need to break down the door. You rush out of bed and throw it open, expecting to see Maxwell. What? I thought you were gone. Who's come back to court? Find out in the next chapter. Okay, so given how long that first chapter took, I think I'm going to stop it here and leave you all till Friday to wonder who has come back to us. There's only one person that we know for sure left, so I feel like this is a short list, but yeah, so same time, 7 p.m. Pacific, same place, twitch.tv/aromanticace, and as Risa says, hopefully, we're going to find out that Hannah has returned to us. Well, unless you want to go till like 11 p.m., Risa, we're gonna leave you hanging. We're gonna leave you hanging. So yeah, thank you for coming, and catch you later.